episode 6 of Cooking with Cuzzo, where we make, something a little bit out of the ordinary, but always fun and tastes delicious. Today, what we're going to be doing is another, lunch or dinner item. I call them cheeseburger Pop-Tarts. So what you can think of, just think of the traditional Pop-Tart, but instead of the fruity inside filling that normally is there, we're going to be doing a hamburger patty, obviously. And then on the outside, instead of the icing and sprinkles, it will be sesame seeds and cheese, kind of like like a hamburger would on the top of the bun there a little bit. So without further ado, I will see y'all in the kitchen and we can get started. All right, guys, we're over in the kitchen now. Let's get started with these cheeseburger Pop-Tarts. All right, guys, so for step one, I have gone ahead and preheated the oven to 400 degrees. So my oven, it runs a little bit slower than most. So while that gets preheated, I am going to move on to step 2 and form my patties. So I will see you in a few minutes to get that started. All right, guys, so for step 2, we're gonna get our burgers going here. We're gonna put all these in the pan here. You're gonna cook these to the desired doneness that you like your hamburgers. So I will see you in a couple minutes when these get a little bit more browned up to melt the cheese on top. All right, guys, so we have them browned up here. We're gonna put about a half a piece of cheese on each one, just to get it melted in there. Perfect. And then once those melt down and the burgers are finished cooking, just set those aside for the later steps. See you in a few minutes. Alright, guys, so we've gone ahead and rolled out our puff pastry to about 9 or 10 inches wide here. And my mom is going to cut it into quarters. About like that, there we go. So each pastry sheet is gonna equal 2 burgers, obviously, if you do that simple math there. So we're gonna go ahead and do this for our additional sheets of puff pastry as well. And then when those burgers finish up, we will be all set to get going. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and egg wash the 4 squares as well here. Perfect. Awesome. See you in a couple minutes for the next step. Alright, so for step 5, we're going to take a half a piece of cheese and lay it on the square of pastry there. We're going to do that for the other side as well. Perfect. And then we're going to lay the burger on top as well here. And then once we have those set, we're going to do this for our remaining burgers, and we are good to go. See you in a couple minutes. All right, y'all, so for step 6, we're going to want to take some of our pickles and onions and get those on the burgers here. Perfect. And then along with that, we're going to put a little bit of ketchup and mustard to our liking on here as well. Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty, we're going to finish that up for our remaining burgers, and we will see you shortly. Alright, so we're going to take the other side of the pastry here and lay it over the top. And we're going to try to straighten that out as best. It will rip a little bit, but just kind of push it back together with your fingers the best you can. Awesome here. And then we are going to take our cookie cutter here and we're going to trim off just a little bit around the edge just to kind of straighten up the line. We're going to have that all the way around the edge here. Perfect. We can finish up the rest off of camera. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then I will come back in a minute and show you what we do next.
All right, y'all, so for step 8, we've gone ahead, like I said, and cookie cut at the sides of the puff pastry so that way we have a bit of a straight edge. And then we're going to do step 9 here in a moment with our fork crimping. See you in a few. All right, so we're going to take our fork and just like you would, kind of like a ravioli or something like that, just kind of crimp down the edges a little bit so that way it's all enclosed. Perfect. I'll show you guys one here, and then we're going to go ahead and do the remaining burgers off camera. Perfect. Awesome. See you in a few minutes, guys. All right, so for step 10, we're going to go ahead and egg wash the top here a little bit more. And then we are going to put on a little bit of our sesame seeds on top as well here. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and do these for our remaining burgers, and then I will see y'all in a few minutes to put it in the oven. Alright guys, so we have all these ready. We're going to put these in the oven here at 400 degrees that we got it preheated to. Perfect. For about 20 minutes. So we're going to let those cook, and I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Alright, so our 20 minutes has elapsed. We're going to take these out here. We're going to lay another piece of cheese over the top of each burger. Just like this, and then we are going to put it back in the oven just for another minute or so, just enough to melt the cheese on top. So when we do that, I will see y'all in about a minute. All right, y'all, so here they are. We got one on a plate here. Look at that. I'm gonna let it cool down for a couple minutes, and then I will see y'all for a taste test. All right, y'all, time for a little taste test. Burger perfectly cooked. The cheese melted on top. Excellent touch. Sesame seeds. Whole thing is wonderful. You guys should definitely give these ones a try.
All right, y'all, back at the desk. I think we went 6 for 6 with this little video series here. All of the recipes tasted really, really good. I hope you enjoyed watching, and who knows, I might decide to keep doing this here even beyond this project that I had for one of my classes in school. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can, try these recipes out yourself. And if you have any questions, I will try to, put my information in the disclaimer here when I post these on the internet. And definitely let me know if you have any questions or anything. But stay tuned for my documentation video that I will be posting up next after this one about, kind of just the help that I had, the equipment that I used, and things like that. But nevertheless, thank you very much, and have a good one. Enjoy.